So it's Friday. My boss gave me the day off because I've worked till midnight pretty much twice this week, and he said you can take today off. So I went to work. I took care of a couple things at work. Only at work for an hour today because I was headed to Montgomery anyway, and I bought some milk crates. What else? Milk crates, ratchet. I bought some stuff for the Jeep regardless. I bought some power steering fluid, bought some more diff fluid because there's an open bottle diff fluid. There's diff oil there. That's all diff fluid. There's some diff fluid. This was full of diff fluid at one point. I'm pretty sure it's just covered in sand. I was going to feel it, but I'm not. So what I'm doing now is I put my rear seat a few minutes ago, put it in the shed. That's right there. I'm cleaning out my cooler. It's clean, just need to let it dry out. I have drilled a bunch of holes in my lid, and I got some SC cable straps, service entrance, whatever, and they fit in the holes, like they don't move. I had to pry them in with a flathead, so they're actually in there kind of secure. And then I got 4 straps per milk crate, and I got some 1/4 inch nuts, bolts, washers. I got all kind of stuff, and I'm just gonna pull this out and start mounting milk crates to it. The cooler is going to ratchet strap to the back seat tie downs. I've used my back seat once, maybe twice in 3 years, not including me being in a relationship. So back seat's doing me no good. It's out again. 70 quart ratchet strap to the front loop, rear loop, front loop, rear loop. Just go through the ratchet strap holes built onto the cooler. Put recovery gear in one of these, at least some of it, and then put tools in another one. These will be they'll be exactly like that. I had the rear seat in the Jeep, and I shut the door, put these in place with the straps in the bottom, and I just kind of reached over. Tailgate was shut, and I just reached over and marked with everything sandwiched. You have about 1/4 inch of play between the seat and the rear hatch. And then my inflator also fits right here or here with the back seat in, so that inflator's not going in a basket. And my Craftsman tools, my little socket set, I'm gonna stand up and ratchet strap it. Okay, so I got my milk crates. I got enough metal in the bottom of this that if I get in a wreck, the bottoms would stay and the tops would shear off at the bottoms. I like the double hole straps. I didn't when I was in Home Depot, these came in a 6-pack, and I just like held them up to the milk crates. I'm like, hey, those seem like they'd fit pretty good. And like I said, they really don't fall out on their own. I mean, I wanted 2 holes because I didn't want them to shift left and right. But this is for 3 number 3s or 3 number 2s. Yeah, something like that. Service entrance cable straps, 2 hole. And yeah, it is way more secure than just the single holes, and stronger than the plastic. So I may take some of this stuff and put under here that I absolutely do not use, and that way it's in the Jeep. When I need it, I can open the rear hatch if need be and just pull this out, because if the cooler's in there, I'm not gonna be able to open it. So that's what I got going for right now. I guess it's time to wrestle that thing in here and see what that looks like. So my Pelican 70 is in. As you can see, it just barely clears. If I stick that straight up, I mean, it barely touches my soft top, but whenever I shut it, I can reach both of those from the front. The front seat just has to be forward a little bit, but I never have anybody ride with me. So I go to the side, the seat, rear seat mounts, and went to the front one, went to the rear one. Can I zoom? Yeah, there we go. And Pelican has pre-made holes, and I went over under to keep from breaking my seal, which I don't have it closed yet. So I try my best not to tighten them too much because I don't want it to bow my cooler and cause an air gap, because then it melts ice faster. But good news is it's completely shaded back here, like all the time, so ice holds for over a week, even when I had these even tighter. My little hose pipe bib, so this is threaded for 3/4 hose pipe as far as like what Pelican says, and I got a ball valve on this, so I can, whenever I have to scoop my seat forward to put ice in this, and whenever I scoop my seat forward, I crack the ball valve, and I store my hose pipe here. My lens is dirty or something, I don't see. So yeah, I store my hose pipe's way up here. So if I leave that on, it's higher than the water level. I can't push any water out of this if I forget to leave it on. So I'll pull up to the ice place, pull that out, and I actually just, you know, if it's got pressure on it, it stays. And I just go to the front, crack my ball valve, grab my ice, and start dumping it. And when I'm done, there's a piece of foam starts right here, and then typically I do is two-handed, and there we go. Now, I never shared any of this on YouTube because, well, I just didn't do YouTube for 2 years. So that's how I do a rear seat delete. Now I'm about to start getting all this back into here, which the space is great for those two chairs. Those two chairs will fit back there just fine. I got plenty of space for my inflator. I mean, I got a rope that is 2 3/4 long, F-150 length, whatever a extended cab 6.5 foot bed is. I'll throw that probably right behind the seat or on the side, because there's no need to take up milk crate space with something that large. So yeah, I'll start just chunking stuff back in this, and we'll see how this goes. So I got everything packed in the Jeep except for my cooler. That little cooler is typically my adult drink cooler, which would be behind a seat. That'll go behind a seat, so I'm not really worried about that. But I got my cooler strapped down. I got my chairs in between my cooler and my crates. I got my tire inflator there. This is just miscellaneous stuff. My winch controller, ratchet straps, my snatch block, tow rope. I got a bungee cord in there. My foot pegs, my shade bag, just random stuff. Really, winch controller, strap, and snatch block are all reach in distance. I got my Milwaukee battery, which I need to charge because I'm using it tomorrow. My tire repair kit, some 550 cord, instructions to my skid plates because it has my bolt sizes, zip ties, diff fluid, new diff fluid, old diff fluid, pipe wrench. I have an adjustable wrench. I have Allen's power steering fluid. Power steering fluid I bought at Stoney to top me off to get me home. Dielectric grease. I got JB Weld plastic weld. I have Loctite rags, duct tape, and like a road flare that I actually used about a month ago because alternator went out. My battery was completely drained, and I had 0 lights. So I actually had to stick this. Actually, how do you turn this thing off? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm trying to turn this thing off. Okay, so yeah, my alternator died, drained my battery. I had no lights, no anything, and I rode home with it stuck to the bottom of my Motobilt bumper, just going in like just a steady flash was the pattern I chose for this, because it was raining also. My Instagram has all that on it, or my Facebook, one of the two, I can't remember. I know it's an Iron City Wranglers on Facebook, but yeah, it ran over 2 railroad tracks and was still on my Jeep when I pulled it underneath the carport. And yeah, what is this called? Just in case somebody sees this and wants to buy one and has a metal rear bumper, then guess what? I don't know if I got lucky, but 2 railroad tracks and it stayed. My toolkit, just ratchet strapped to the handle. It can't go backwards because it hits my chairs. Can't go forward, and it can't come backwards of the gate. I was just trying to keep it from going left and right, which it's in there pretty good. I still have space to reach for that. Yeah, that's really it. I instead of the stuff being loose, all this was just stacked on top of each other behind the seat with the hatch. Now I have it like tools and then recovery and extra stuff, because my mirror's in here too and other things. So yeah, that's how my back seat's set up now. Now that I don't have to worry about hauling children with me, I can go back to my normal bachelor pad setup. I still got to put my it says Cooper right there, but I still have to put my bag on. I took it off because I got an oil change tire rotation today. I got to actually unratchet strap that, check my diff fluid, power steering fluid. I'm going to, oh, I got a drip on the ground already. I ain't been parked here but a couple hours. So I definitely need, oh Lord, I got another one there. Oh God. So yeah, I'm about to get underneath this thing, check my fluids. But that's the end of this one. Just like, subscribe, comment, share, and I guess I'll see y'all at Stony tomorrow doing Gutbuster.